GU Self-Storage, conveniently located near the Harmon McDonald's, offers fully covered loading and unloading area with individual pin-coded gate and door access. Call us today at 648-7867 for more information.
Hey, trick-or-treaters, come out for a spooktacular food truck rally on Halloween. Thursday night from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yes! Oh my God! Join the I-94 gang along with Lagunitas Brewing Company, Blue Moon, Coca-Cola, Foremost, and I-Teeny for the gathering of food trucks serving up Guam's best eats along with ghoulish music, family fun activities, and a beer garden.
Trick or treat at this one-of-a-kind Halloween event with an exclusive limited Halloween trick-or-treat at Skinner Plaza in the heart of Agutnya.
The spooktacular food truck rally is brought to you by Lagunitas Brewing Company, Blue Moon Brewing Company, I-T&E, Coca-Cola, Foremost, and Guam's favorite.
Hot day, everybody. Thanks for starting your day the KUAM way. You are watching Crime Time. I'm Sabrina Salas-Matanani with Police Department spokesperson, Officer Paul Tapao. How you doing, Paul?
Hey, hot day. Welcome to my beautiful village of Sinajana. And before we start, I want to congratulate all the parishioners here at the village of Sinajana on a beautiful feast of St. Jude. So Viva Sinajana, Viva St. Jude, and welcome.
Welcome everybody. He's so excited because he's in his home village. Yes. And we're actually here to talk about Halloween safety. And so we're going to take a stroll, not too far because I got my heels on, but talk about Halloween safety and what people should know. And I know Sinajana, a lot of people come here for trick-or-treating. It is. Halloween is tomorrow night, and the reason why we came here is because of the fact that Halloween, aside from Sinajana, aside from Barragata Heights, Hyundai, and all the other hot spots, this is a hot spot in its own. And right here at the community center, the mayor actually puts an event out for the community, the kids. So safe way to trick-or-treat is we come here, and we just hang out with the little kids. But the village in itself opens up to the community, and this is a weekend right after the fiesta. So it really the hospitality here from Sinajana, from the mayor to the community, it really opens up. So again, this is important to understand the role in Sinajana. I've been to Barragata Heights actually for trick-or-treating, took my son there, and it really was super packed. It was hard to find parking. Describe what it's like here. It's chaotic. It really is. The strip out here by the main highway, it gets busy. It's live. There's a lot of festivities that's happening. The homes, they open up. It's like a second fiesta in its own, and the foot traffic. That's what I want to stress. It's everywhere, both sides of the streets. To include kids who are really excited, they dart in and out of the street. So it's really understanding that here in the village, the speed limit is 15 miles per hour. So, come Halloween, we ask the commuters who are not from the village to please slow it down, because by 4:30, 5 o'clock, that's when people start coming out. Yeah. People start going about their walkabouts to and from within the village. And how late does it? Are people still out on the street? Being that the holidays the next day, we see it go as fast, as into the early morning hours. So the celebration still carries on with the Feast of St. Jude. But, the mayor welcomes everybody to the village of Sinajana. And I'm pretty sure when you drove in, you saw the flags that bear the seasons and everything. It really welcomes the community. And one of the things that we did as a neighborhood was we actually asked the mayor to refurbish the signs, the paints for the crosswalks, the street lamps. He did that months in advance for the preparation of the feast day, and of course in preparation for Halloween. They did a survey of street lamps that weren't working. It assured us that by come Halloween and the celebration of the fiesta, that all street lamps were functional. So, big kudos to our mayor, Mayor Robert Huffman, and the vice mayor, Mayor Rudy Iriarte, for assuring that. And lighting is important during the holiday season. What's up with all the safety cones? So this is a precautionary measure because the school is here, and of course the community center. Aside from the community center, we have the Gura housing, or the Gura office, and we also have Gumamami. So this is a very, very busy village, part of the village, and our fine men in blue, our other parts, the Guam Fire Department, they play an important part too in Halloween, and sharing, giving information to the kids, and they also bring treats out. They have the best ribs in town, so I usually stop by here and
make myself at home.
Good food, always at the Guam Fire Department, right? So we've talked about traffic safety. Let's talk about parental responsibility. I know you wanted to mention something about that.
Yeah, it really is. The parents have to understand the roles that they play, in ensuring the safety of the kids. And, we're making our way up to the rescue unit and stuff. And I wonder if anybody's home. But, we had an incident just last night. It was a missing persons and everything. And, come to find out that the child was safe, wasn't harmed. But, what really boiled down to was communication. And, understanding as a parent, I wholeheartedly understand the emotion, the concern, the fear that goes on when your child fails to report. But as a parent too, we also have to do our due diligence in ensuring that, hey, these are some of the things in which we need to understand. We need to establish a foundation that in order for me to keep you safe, you need to understand the rules, communication. When I say come home at this time, you got to be here at this time. If there's any change or anything, then you need to call me. Give me that courtesy call. Plan accordingly. And these are some of the things in which we can actually avoid, to help alleviate the concerns and the frustrations that a parent may have, especially the fear and anxiety when your child comes up and everything. And, as a parent, I do it all the time. My wife does it all the time. When our kids need to go somewhere, they tell us in advance. They communicate with us. When a child comes over to our house, we ask them, we ask the child, does your mom or dad know where you're at? Is it okay if we call? It's us being parents to the other kids and everything. But come Halloween, plan what you're going to do. Make sure that your kids, if they're going to go with a group, make sure that it's supervised by a responsible adult, somebody that you trust, somebody that you know. That's really important. Plan where you guys are going to be. People tend to scatter. I think they do it in force multiplying effect, where the more areas we cover, the more candies we can get. I understand that part, but understand that there's always a safety net in which you guys can fall back to. In the event you get lost, meet here at the church. Use landmarks. In the event you get lost, meet at the community center and just wait for us, and we know where to go. So small things like that, designating a responsible adult to chaperone the kids, somebody who has communication. And when you're chaperoning the kids, make sure that you have an accountability of who's there in that group. It's hard enough for me to take care of my 3-year-old and pay attention to other kids. What more 6 or 7 other kids who you're going with, and they get excited. The kids get excited, and the beautiful thing about trick or treating in the villages is that small narrow roads. The citizens here, they understand the speed limit. They drive within accordance to the speed limit. But the visitors who come into, they want to get to the hot spots. They want to get there, so they don't understand the speed limit, and they don't know the posted speed limit. So they're going to be darting in and out. So really, that's the roles of parents, and understanding what they can do to assure the safety of their kids.
And you really do have to be careful, because the kids, some of them are going to be, like you said, 4, 3 years old, and they could just be running out behind a parked car, and you might not see them until it's too late. You have to be aware.
And you're right. As a crash investigator, we do the perception view from within the cab of a car, and anything below that height of the hood, it really makes it hard to see. And making sure that your costume that you're wearing is reflective vest. You have some sort of reflective device, whether it be a chem light, a glow stick, tape, reflective tape, even flashlight, so that the motorist can see. And it really helps, because it allows that perception reaction time to slow down and to perceive the threat. But teach kids how to properly cross the street. We just crossed a 4-way intersection, and using the crosswalk. When we go out to the schools, we teach the kids the nursery rhyme: stop, look, and listen before you cross the street. We put that into perspective, because it sticks home. It sticks with the kids, and understanding that I need to stop, I need to look, and I need to listen, and I need to look both ways. Then I use my feet. So really teaching them that, understanding that. My 3-year-old, he knows it. When we go into the parking lot, the rules. Hands are important, and he sticks out his hand, and we walk together, and he's always grasping the hand, so he won't walk anywhere. But that's reinforcement in what I do as a parent, and we need to do that as parents, is reinforce what's important and how to keep our kids safe.
My son's 10. I don't care. I'm always grabbing his hand when we cross the street. It doesn't matter. We have a comment for trick-or-treating, and I don't see it, so if you want to mention it, Jace.
Yeah, so
do the trunk or treat on a church parking lot. Do the trunk or treat on a church parking lot on every district.
That, we just had our trunk or treat event. Two events that we were invited to. One was the Order Chalampago. That was our first trunk or treat. We were able to bring the police car out there, but we were also part of the Guam National Guard's trunk or treat. We did the outreach and everything, and that's a safe way. That's pretty cool because you decorate and everything, and that's a good suggestion. And we're starting to see villages do that. I passed by Machechi Avenue yesterday, and I saw one of the churches. They actually posters about a trunk or treat contest that they're hosting. But these are safe alternative ways to celebrate the festivities, such as Halloween, where you can actually keep the kids isolated in the safety and the confines of a parking lot versus trekking to the street. So it's really whatever you do as a mayor, how innovative as you are. Like I said, our mayor, he's hosting a full Halloween gathering down here with popcorn, hot dogs, movies, decoration, and everything. So they get into the festivities, and it allows an avenue that's safe for the kids. And it really is being safe because this is an opportunity in which we can showcase the hospitality of the village, but also assure that when you come into the village, it's safe. Like I said, our mayor did his due diligence by asking GPA to refurbish the street lamps that are here so that we can provide that visibility. And he asked the homes that are going to be hosting to make sure that their driveways are water blasted, so to prevent slips and falls and to assure that the kids can safely come into the homes.
Right. And speaking of safe places to go trick-or-treating, people should come down to the KUM Food Truck Rally. It's going on at the Skinner Plaza tomorrow from 6 to 10 a.m. There's going to be also trick-or-treating. There's going to be live music, of course, lots of food, and we have an interactive scavenger hunt. So again, that's tomorrow, Thursday, Halloween. But we're here at the Guam Fire Department.
The rescue unit?
Yeah, the rescue unit here in Sinajana. Let's go see if
let's see if anybody's on. Let's pop a visit to our guys and see what's being in. Oh, right here. See?
Hey!
I think they're rolling.
You guys are out?
To a call?
Oh, okay. Well, happy Halloween,
here,
guys.
No. That's it.
Okay.
What are you guys
Bye, guys.
doing for Thursday? Same thing? Giving out candy? Okay.
Platoon, all right.
Yeah, so I was here last year, and like I said, these guys have to roll out and everything. So these are rescue units and everything, and we want to thank Chief Stone again for being a part of the community. Last year, they actually had the fire truck, and my son was like, "Dad, I want to be fireman." I looked at my 3-year-old, and I was like, "Are you kidding me, son?" But it really is the attraction to the lights, is the attraction to the fire truck and everything, and it's part of the community. It's part of the engagement of the community, and when the kids see that the firemen are a part of the community, I really feel that we're blessed to have this. We have the church, we have the community center, we have a school nearby, and we have a fire station, nearby, and of course the police station that's soon to be open and relinquishing to us. It's going to be a great deal here at the village of Sinajana, and again, it's fitting that we celebrated our Feast of St. Jude, and now we're talking about the festivities that happens the week after our celebration of our fiesta.
Okay, and we'll just wrap this up. Whether you are in Sinajana, Barragata Heights, Santa Rita, anywhere, KUM Food Truck Rally, please be safe out there.
Absolutely. Motorists, please, be extra cautious out there. Put down the handheld devices. Take the pictures when you're safely parked, when you're safe in a safe area. Look out for those goobs and goblins. Kids, stranger danger. Understand. Never go into a home. When somebody says they have the best candies inside the house, never go into a house. Yeah. Always stay close to an adult. Assure. Parents do the assurance, check and recheck your chaperones. Check the candy. In the end, don't eat it. Don't, even though it's Almond Joy or Reese's peanut butter cups, don't eat it. Yeah. That's my flaw there, the Almond Joy. But check the candy, and I think there's some clinics that are going to be able to do the X-ray.
Right, FHP is, and I'm not sure, we haven't gotten the release from the Guam Memorial Hospital yet, but they do the scanning of the candy. But I'm not right now. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing it this year.
So if there's something that they're going to avail to the community, take advantage of that. Put on some good walking shoes because of the fact that it's a holiday the next day, and to avoid trips and falls. And of course, if you're going to choose to celebrate, designate a responsible sober driver. There's a lot of events that are happening. There's a lot of adult festivities that are going to be going on because there is a holiday the next day. But we want to keep the community safe. It's our job. It's our duty. And again, thank you for the opportunity to allow the Guam Police Department to come into the lives of the community and sharing how we can actually help do our part in keeping our island safe.
All All right, thanks, Paul. What are you going to be for Halloween?
I'm going to be Sergeant Tapao. That's a great gimmick. They're like, "Are you Sergeant Tapao?" No, I'm going to be Dad. I have to be Dad because it's great. My son's going to be a dinosaur, and he's really excited for it. So this is his second outing out as a trickster. So we're really looking forward to it. It makes Halloween that much special for us.
All right. Well, thanks for your time as always. Everybody, please be safe out there, whether you're in Sinajana, as I said. But we hope at KUM to see you at the KUM Food Truck Rally at Skinner Plaza. Thanks for watching. This has been Crime Time. Bye.
Hey, trick-or-treaters, come out for a spooktacular food truck rally on Halloween. Thursday night from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yes! Oh my God! Join the I-94 gang along with Lagunitas Brewing Company, Blue Moon, Coca-Cola, Foremost, and I-Teeny for the gathering of food trucks serving up Guam's best eats along with ghoulish music, family fun activities, and a beer garden.
Trick or treat at this one-of-a-kind Halloween event with an exclusive limited Halloween trick-or-treat at Skinner Plaza in the heart of Agutnya.
The Spooktacular Food Truck Rally is brought to you by Lagunitas Brewing Company, Blue Moon Brewing Company, I-Teeny, Coca-Cola, Foremost, and Guam's favorite, I-94. Open to all ages. Must be 21 or older to enter beer garden.